good morning everybody. This is Organic Dairyman. Today is Monday, December 17th. And yeah, as you can see, I just shut the fan off on the grain bin over there. We just had it on last night because it was below freezing. And being yesterday got so warm, by this year's standards warm. But yeah, we just want to make sure the corn stays frozen in there in the bin, so we just run the fan to freshen it up, freshen the corn up and stuff in there. But yeah, I just got the tractor plugged in, and yeah, doesn't it look clean? Well, it's not super duper clean, but yeah, it looks a lot nicer than it did before I washed it. Yeah, just plug this tractor and that tractor over there. I still got to fix the cord on it. I'll have to give that one ether. But yeah, I forgot to mention last night video that the milk tester guy was going to come. The DIHA, Dairy Herd Improvement Association rep tester guy is here this morning. So that's what we're going to do next, is get the cows test and see how much milk they give and get some samples of them, or samples of their milk, and then they'll get sent off to a lab in Rochester, Minnesota. So that's what we're gonna, one of the things we got going on here this morning. And like I say, I don't know, we're gonna try maybe and see if we get that combine head off and put it in the shed there and get the combine. Either we'll park the combine and leave it in the hay shed, or we'll try to see if we can make room in the shed here and put the combine in here, swap some equipment around. So we might have an equipment swap today, I don't know. So that's kind of what we got going on here today. So who knows, we'll see what happens. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitties, kitties. Kitties. Well, we got the milk tester here and the state inspector. Yes, both the milk and the state inspector here at the same time. So we're getting inspected to, well, just to see if everything's gonna, I don't know, just to see what how good things are around here in the barn and stuff. They come, I think once. They usually come about once every or twice a year. The state inspector does. So I guess this was the state inspector's first time meeting the milk tester rep. So yeah, it's got to get done. We got to get checked out to make sure that we comply with all the state regulations. Doesn't matter if you're organic or conventional, you got to meet all the same regulations. Well, it looks like somebody was slacking off on their job again. Yes, you know who. Yeah, I have to get this all cleaned up. Do a little cleaning right here. I'm just getting ready, load the feeder wagon for the cows here, but I better just clean this up, or otherwise I'm gonna have a big old mess on my hands again, a plastic mess. So yep, well, it's not too bad, so I guess it is what it is. Okay, everybody, I got the plastic all cleaned up, finally. It's like one of those things, if you don't take care of that problem, it's only gonna get worse. It's turned into a big old plastic mess. The front tires start digging into the plastic, and next thing you know, you have plastic blowing all over the countryside if you don't take care of it. So yeah. Oh boy. When I just was feeding the bred heifers there, and well, that's what that one video scene was about before I showed you about the plastic up here. I didn't get it all on camera, but yeah, 3 bred heifers got out. It wasn't too bad. We just had to chase them around a little bit, but yeah, that's once in a while somebody sneaks out of the gate just when you're trying to get out of there, or drive in. Sometimes somebody does that, so it happens. So yeah, I'm gonna get this just like I say, just getting the feeder wagon loaded for the cows here, and yeah, and we got all the cows tested this morning, got all the milk samples and everything, and the state inspector lady inspected us, and I mean, things were pretty good, but I don't know, she put us down for subject to suspension, but it didn't have anything to do with the fact that things were dirty in the barn. Like the milking equipment or anything like that was dirty. It was just that there was, well, I'll probably show you guys later if I get a chance to kind of better explain it, but there was just some like little things that she was nitpicking about that really, you know, it's something to do with a couple of the doors. I don't know, she was complaining about the doors weren't sealed up tight enough. You know, we had the pipelines and everything all clean, and we had the barn whitewashed last fall and everything, but it's just that sometimes they do that. They nitpick about little things, and they put you down subject to suspension. And if you don't do it, you know, they do that to make you get it done. Otherwise, you have no incentive to get it done, and that's why they do it. So, we had that happen, I don't know, like a couple of years ago one time. We have a different inspector now. I mean, the other one was a lady inspector too, but now we got another one. And she was nitpicking about some fly crap on the ceiling. And everything else was clean, the pipeline was clean, everything else. It was just that fly crap on the ceiling. And she put us down subject to suspension. But in both these cases, they gave us like 5 months to get it done. So yeah, we got 5 months to comply with it. So it's not like it's boom, you know, like that. So we got 5 months to do it, and like I say, it doesn't have anything to do with necessarily how clean things were in the barn. It didn't have really anything to do with that. It was just a simple fact that trying to force us to get a job done that she wants to see done. So every inspector's different. I mean, man, we used to have the guy that we had before the last 2 lady inspectors. He was very lenient. I mean, I don't know. It seems like they're more strict. Like if the inspectors, they have a dairy background. So I don't know. Like I think these other 2 women that have inspected us, they have backgrounds in dairy farming, so that's probably why they're a little bit more strict about certain things. The other guy, he was like, he had stock cows, and so he wasn't obviously all that familiar with dairies. But yeah, everybody's got to get inspected. Doesn't matter if you run a restaurant. If you run a restaurant, you got to get inspected. They come in there without warning. Sometimes they inspect your kitchen. If it doesn't meet the criteria, they will shut you down. The same way here, we're selling a food grade product, or you know, edible product that people will drink, and it has to meet a certain. It has to meet a certain criteria, or otherwise, you know, they can shut you down. Doesn't matter if it's a grocery store. They come in there and they inspect the dairy department at the grocery store, and if they don't meet their pass or specs, they might have to throw out a bunch of dairy products, and the grocery store will lose some money. So, way to go. But anyways, excuse me. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, if we're gonna kind of get the combine moved out here yet or not. We'll see. I don't know. There's supposed to be some hearing in town there at the courthouse for these wind turbines at 4, and I don't know if I'm gonna go in for that or not. There's a lot of people that are riled up about it. A lot of people that don't want these wind turbines to go up. But I'm not necessarily a big fan of them either. I don't really want one on my property, or a bunch of them on my property either. But it's kind of a big old, it's just a big old thing that everybody's getting concerned about. But anyways, we'll see what happens, and I'll get back with you later. Okay, I'm gonna go move some hay bales out of the hay shed here. I'm driving out there right now, or over to the hay shed, so we can get this combine head off. We just need to move some bales. To do it, we're going to take and stack all the bales are on one side of the shed on this side over here, so we get that corn head off, because we just need to do it, get it done. So I gotta get the combine started up here and get that warming up. Then while it's warming up, I'm gonna grab these 2 bales here. Gotta get these 2 bales out of the way, and as I get the combine warming up. Let's see here. This thing always starts up so good. Let me set you here for a second. Oh, there we go. Oh, these lights come on every time. So I got the combine warming up. I'm gonna get those bales moved out of the way and drive the big yellow beast out of here and get these bales moved out of the way, because we're gonna put the head right in here. So it's gonna fit, so it should be good. Okay, well that job is done. At least it's unhooked now. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I'll see if I get time tomorrow. Maybe I'll take this up in the yard and blow it off. Get all this crap stuff blown off here. Just clean it off, maybe clean the grain tank out a little bit too. But I guess at least it's unhooked, and I guess in the spring we'll probably have to move this out of the way here so we can get the corn planter out, but it's not a big deal. Another ear of corn. More squirrel food. Let's feed this to the squirrels, 'cause this is conventional corn. I can't feed it to the cows. Yeah. So, yeah, that job is done. I don't know what the deal is with this thing here. That's colorless. Yep, it's gonna need a good cleaning out and stuff. But it is what it is. I guess, we say, I don't know, I'm just not real motivated about cleaning this thing out. I know it needs to be done, but it's just getting the motivation. It wouldn't be so bad if the daylight was so long. It just gets dark so early. But now we get the moon. The supposed to be a full moon at the end of the week, so the moon is on the increase anyways. But yeah, so anyways, I was gonna go up there in the barn, and I wanted to explain a little bit too about what the organic inspector, the milk inspector that came this morning, why she wrote us down for subject to suspension. So anyways, I'll meet you back up there in the barn. Okay, I am in the milk room, and yeah, I just wanted to explain a little bit more why the milk inspector put us down for subject to suspension. I think one of the things she was complaining about, well, I think she was complaining about this thing here too that closes this door shut. We got to get a better spring in here. And I don't know how you can see this, but they want more sealant. They want this door to be sealed up better around here, just so that flies can't get in here. And this door, I think too, she might have been picking about a little bit. I don't know. She was maybe noticing this door here. So I think that's just basically pretty much everything she was picking about. The main thing that she put us down subject to suspension was, yeah, trying to get this sealed up a little tighter, because yeah, there's a little gap in here and flies can get in here and things like that. And obviously they don't want that, and yeah, I understand. But if the milk inspector didn't complain about something, they wouldn't be doing their job. So I mean, I don't know. So I'm not upset with her. I mean, she's just doing her job. I mean, yeah, she's a young, new milk inspector, but like I say, she's just doing her job, and this isn't the first time we've had it done. I mean, they do it to everybody. It doesn't matter how many cows you milk. I know there was a big dairy that the other inspector was talking about that she was at, and they were complaining about something in the Ford. They had a trough where the water from the tank would run out, and it was gouging out the concrete. And these people milk like 2,000 cows, and she put them down subject to suspension too. So doesn't matter how big your dairy is, they will put you down subject to suspension if there's something you want to get done. Like I say, we all got to meet certain standards for, if you're selling a product, like in the milk tank here, we're selling a product that people consume, it has to meet certain standards. The cleanliness has to meet the standard. Nothing's wrong basically with her cleanliness. She wasn't complaining about that at all. Like I say, it was just those things, and they do that just because otherwise we would, you know, what would be the incentive to get it done if it just kept giving you a warning, you know? That's kind of why she did it. So, you know, it's like that last time that I was telling you earlier about that one lady. I'm just gonna show you, take you out here in the barn. The cows are out. Oh, it's dark in here. The light on. She was just complaining. Oh, this was the other woman inspector that we had a couple years ago, and she was just complaining about some fly crap. I know you could still see a little bit from this summer, but there was like some fly crap up there. It was worse, a little bit worse than this, and she was complaining about it. It didn't matter that our pipeline was spick and span clean. The milking equipment was spick and span clean. She still put us down subject to suspension because she didn't like that fly crap up there. So, I don't know. They do that stuff. That's just the way it is. And I guess we just have to follow. You have to follow the rules. It doesn't matter, like I say, any place, a restaurant or the grocery store or wherever, they all have to get inspected. They get surprise inspections. Today was a surprise inspection. We didn't know that she was even coming. And we always know they're going to come twice a year. It's either going to be in the spring and the fall sometime. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, so yeah, I guess I didn't make it into that. They're supposed to have, oh, go back in the milk room in here. They're supposed to have that, put the agitator off. They were supposed to have that hearing for those wind, let me put you right here. They're supposed to have a hearing for those wind turbines. There's up in the hills. It's probably about, I don't know, 13 miles west of here. They're supposed to put some wind turbines up there, and you know, there's a lot of people, like I say, in the county that are up in arms about it. I mean, the only reason they want to put up these wind turbines is because the company that's doing it, there's huge tax incentives to do it for these companies. They offer the landowner so much money per year for these wind turbines on the land. I myself, I know I might have some people that might disagree with me, and you know, this is my opinion. I don't think that those wind turbines are all that they're cracked up to be. You know, I just don't think that they are. I just think that there's problems that they have with them, and they don't run all the time. When there's no wind, they're pulling electricity off the grid, and I don't know. I personally, I wouldn't want any on our land. They got service roads. They got to put in concrete. I don't know how many yards of concrete. It's I don't know what it is. If it's 100 yards of concrete or something, they got to put on the base of those things. It's got to go 40 feet down the ground or something. Those things stand, the towers or the poles stand 200 feet tall, I think. Excuse me. And then you got the top of the blade. It's like 300 feet tall maybe by the time you get to that. And I don't know. I just think that there's a better way to produce energy than putting up all these wind turbines. I don't think coal is a bad thing. I think coal isn't as dirty as what people think it is. I mean, if you want to see what dirty coal is, go over to China. I mean, China, they do not have the environmental regulations in their coal-fired power plants that we do here. That's why there's so much haze in the big cities, is because they don't have all the filtration systems. Obviously, coal isn't the answer to everything either. I mean, eventually we're going to run out of coal someday. But I think the biggest thing is, nuclear fusion someday when they get that figured out. That's going to be the next big thing, I think, is to go for that. But I know they don't have it yet. But I just don't like all these wind turbines because, like I say, I know people are going to disagree with me, but they just dot the countryside. I've heard them killing eagles. They kill eagles sometimes. They put out low frequency noises that bother people if you live nearby them, and it can, you know, affect your health. I've heard things like that, but I don't know. If you hear their side of the story, yes, but I just think that a lot of it's being done because of the money they want. There's big money in putting up those wind turbines. There's these, you know, carbon credit things or whatever it is they get for it, and they're not running all the time. You know, there's only so much time that they're running, and when they're not running, like I say, they're pulling electricity off the grid. It even takes electricity to start them up, to get them going, to get a little momentum. That's what I've heard. And you know, you gotta have people go in there and fix these things and repair them, and I don't know. I mean, maybe I wouldn't mind having like a small one for our farm. You know, a small scale one to produce electricity. Those are fine, I think, but to put them up on a large scale, you know, I don't know. I don't have the answers as far as energy, but they're, you know, I know it's not like base power. You got base power, like your coal-fired power plants, your dams, your nuclear power plants. They are base power. That's power that's always on. You know, solar. The sun doesn't shine every day. The wind doesn't blow every day. You know, I don't really know what the answer is, but if they could figure out how to do nuclear fusion, if they could get it going, that would change everything as we know it. I mean, if you can harness the power of the sun, man, that would be awesome. It's very difficult. I'm not a nuclear physicist, but I know it's very complicated to do, but I guess. Anyways, enough about that. And so I think that's going to be it for this video for today, and I'll see tomorrow if we get the combine cleaned off or not. Like I said, I'm not real excited about doing it. I just wish the days were longer. It's like, you know, it's just a little bit after 5 and the sun's already gone down already, and you think like in the middle of summer and this stays daytime light till 9:30, you know, I guess. But so yeah, so that's it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, and I don't know. You know, this video wasn't everything today, or it wasn't a whole lot I did today, but it was something. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment sections. What are your thoughts on wind power? No, I don't want to start a big debate about wind power, but I can go on forever. But anyways, I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Organic Dairyman, and check out all my other videos. I know I got to get some playlists made up here for some of the stuff I've done this fall, and someday I want to do a video too about explaining about organic and everything that goes into going organic. If anybody's interested in it, I know I need to do that, but maybe in the dead of winter. So anyways, thanks again everybody for watching, and that's it. So I'll catch you later.